Good morning. We are just dropped off Ava at school, and holy smokes is it wet out here today, folks. It has been raining, what, 3 days today? Stacey's with me. Come here. Hello.
Hi.
So we hadn't been able to do much video, and let me turn the windshield wipers off. It's still raining. Maybe I won't have a wreck. But it's pretty wet. So I don't know what we're going to be able to do, but we got to go over here and take a look at the house, make sure it's still standing. Can't get in the fields without tearing stuff up. Can't do much fencing in the mud without just being a muddy, miserable mess. So yesterday we went to the cow sale, the sale barn, what they call it up here, the stockyard in Hardin County. First time ever going there. We've been to a couple others just to watch and learn, and pretty neat. Just amazing. The lady said it was a slow day. They only had so many cows coming through, and she told us what, 700 when we first got there, or on our way. We called to make sure they were even open and running today because it's been such terrible weather, and wound up being almost 1,100 cow, calf, bulls, cows to come through.
Lots of calves.
Lots of calves. Unbelievable. Couldn't believe how many calves. I mean, I bet you 80% of them. When you think?
Probably more like 90%.
90% of them were, from a couple days old to less than a year. They were little, small. And I guess that's just, maybe it's the time of year. I don't know. If some of you know, comment, please let me know, because we're still learning. Just things we're noticing. And we didn't buy anything, and I'm in trouble because I didn't let her bring any home.
I know, we're not ready.
We're not quite ready yet. Mentally, we are, but physically, we are not. So, anyway,
some more fencing we have to do.
A few more spots for fencing, secure some old fencing, make sure it's right. Just crossing our T's, dotting our I's, and making sure. Last thing we want to do is turn some cows loose and the neighbors call, right? Or we lose them. I'm sure that's happened. They just disappear. We got a lot of woods around us. One of the directions, you can go for almost 4 miles and never see anything. Huge section of woods. Cow could be right at home in there, convert back to the wild. I guess they do that. So, anyway, we're heading over to the house site today. We're going to look around. We got to feed the dogs.
See how much the creek is up.
See how much water we got in the creek. We checked it out yesterday. We're very surprised. It was not as much as what we're seeing everywhere else around us. Everywhere else around us has been way up over the banks. So I think we might have chosen a really good spot, which we hope we did, now that we're already that far. But hopefully the creeks do what they're supposed to, because they've been there a long time. And excuse me, everything's okay, which I'm sure it will be. I'm not worried, really. I'm trying to make it sound all suspenseful. Forgive me for not looking at the camera while I'm talking, but I'm multitasking. I'm driving, trying not to run off the road. And Stacey doesn't want to be on camera. She's hiding over here. So
I did see this bucket, a tin bucket across the creek. So I'm hoping it's still there.
So we were walking the creek the other day, and we know there was an old homestead there a long time ago. We got a picture from back in 1924 where you could tell it was an aerial picture from the forestry department, and there was a homestead at the one end of our property, and they had the whole place cleared off, and there's an old fence line that runs down this creek, and it's got hog panel wires. So we're assuming they had some kind of livestock in there. And of course the ditch is kind of encroached on this one area. There's a spot where there's some old, looks like siding or tin of some sort, and there's some like a little, looks like a feeder trough, and there's an old tin bucket, you know, like a wash tub type bucket, and she's bound and determined to get this thing. She wanted to crawl down through the ditch. Now, I can say it's a ditch. I'll show you a picture of it. It's probably 10 to 12 feet deep, and in areas it's only about 10, 12 foot wide. But then there's some that's a little narrower, but she thinks she's going to scale down the side of this ditch and scale back up the other side because it looks easier, and then come all the way back instead of just walking out to the road and taking the hike back up into the woods to this old pen, which we've walked past it before, so she knows the way. It's not a problem. But anyway, we haven't had a chance to walk around there and get it yet.
It's an adventure.
It's an adventure, but if she does decide to rappel down the side of this ditch, I'm going to get that on camera, that's for sure. Because she'll go down. She'll get down, no problem. I have no doubt. Gravity is a great helper. Coming up, well,
I might need some help.
She's going to need some help. So I will probably wind up having to pull her up with a rope around her waist. Anyway.
But I will
have that on camera for sure.
Bucket.
She's going to get that bucket if it's still there. We're hoping, long story short, we're hoping that the bucket did not wash away. As a matter of fact, if it quit raining, I would probably walk down there today and get it, just so she can have her bucket. Heck, I may not be able to get over there and get across. You see me getting stuck down there. I just swim on out. That ditch right there is pretty high.
I might have trouble pulling you up out of the ditch.
That's what we got a tractor for. So, but you gotta get the logging chain. Don't use the rope. So anyway, we're on our way to the house. We're gonna check it out. We got to feed. Hopefully, the dogs are not out again. They were out yesterday. And if anybody needs a puppy, I've got some cute little puppies that gotta go somewhere. They're very friendly, very sweet. They are chocolate lab was the daddy, was Austin, our oldest son, and of course Marley. Y'all have never met Marley. We need to introduce you to Marley. She is the absolute 100% perfect farm dog. Oh my, she might run off the road there. There's not a possum, skunk, raccoon safe anywhere within 300 or 400 yards of our house. She will not let them around. So far, we're 2-0 on skunks. We got
2 skunks.
2 skunks so far this year that have been trying to come up around the house. We don't know how many possums. There was another patch of black fur that we found. She got a hold of something. I don't know what it was, but she won. She was there. She's not injured. So her mama was Coco. I don't know that y'all ever saw her, but maybe we can get a picture of her. She passed away not too long after we moved here. So, but she was a very good dog. We had her for 12 years. Mm-hmm. And this is one of her puppies. And we would probably end up keeping one of these puppies.
No.
Yeah, because we need more guard dogs. Everybody needs a yard dog. That's how you keep your farm safe, right? So, anyway.
I say no.
I know you say no. But, you know, you don't have a dog around and you start getting possums and skunks up in the garage under your house. It'll be a different story. So I'm going to flip. Okay. We're going to go down the driveway. Let's see how bad the driveway is today. The power company come in and put power in. And you see where they went across the driveway. It looks great here, bad, and then great on the other side. Well, we did not want them to go to the right side of the driveway. I had a nice little path cleared out here on the left so they could drive their machine and put it in without interrupting all my beautiful gravel. Well, they didn't. They went down the right side, and now the whole hill's washing out. They destroyed the hill, so we've got all kinds of problems. I see Marley under the house, so she's good. Oh, we got a puppy out. Here comes Killer. Oh, don't go under the truck. Don't know where you went. There he goes. So, anyway, whew, yeah, we got some water. I gotta get some gravel and some dirt and do some grading around this place. That's Marley. That's the guard dog. And she does a great job. The house is drenched. Guys, I need some prayers for some dry weather. So, anyway, we're going to take care of the dogs. It was good talking to y'all this morning, and we're going to try and check in every day. Y'all have a great day. Stay dry. So for this creek here, it runs the entire length of our property. That's us on the other side over there too. That's the cow ground. It's a pretty good sized creek. And it's probably, it's a long ways. You can't, this picture does not do it justice. But we have never seen the water up and out. Looks like it was about a foot higher there. It's about 1.5 feet, 2 foot deep right there at this point. I'll be quiet. It sounds so awesome. You can hear a little waterfall down there. I don't know if you can see it or not. But in the 7, almost 8 years that we've owned the property, this creek has never run dry. There are a bunch of springs here and there, all down through it. We've walked it a couple times. Kids have played in a bunch, done some swimming in there. There's a couple little deep pools that are, you know, back down the other way. But we've got to cross it somehow because we have to drive. It's not a big drive. It's like 3 to 5 minutes. Drive all the way around the other side of the property. We have road access on the backside too. And my mother, you can see the pine trees in the distance. She owns, I don't remember how many, it's almost 40 acres over there. 30 something acres that back up to us. And if you go in this direction for about 3 or 4 miles, there is nothing but woods. Fellow owned a pine tree farm. I know the guy that backs up to us has got about 800 acres on this end. So anyway, I'm gonna pan around here. There's Stacey over checking the ditch out. You kind of see the road right through there, and it reads up a little hill there, and that's going to be our back porch. It is not built yet. Right now we just got the house frame, so it'll come out another 20 feet for a porch awning. And we're going to clear all this except for the big trees. Pretty good hill right there. You can see where all that lumber trees and shrub trees and stuff are pushed out in the hill. Project for another day, just cutting it up for firewood. We just had to get it out of the way to start the house. But we're going to clear this out enough to make part of the pasture. And if you go that way for about 400 yards, it'll go up a little hill, and then there's another ditch about a quarter this size. We'll put a culvert in and cross, and we're going to open up 15 more acres of woods over there. So if anybody needs some trees, anybody needs some wood, please come and get it. I got plenty of places to go, plenty of wood to go. But you can kind of see the tree is beautiful. I believe that is a elm or ash. I'm not sure. If someone knows. You see these things all winter scattered in the woods. Just beautiful little shots of color. But the field goes way down there. It's hard to tell from here, but at some point there will be little bovines scattered all over that. We still got to fence this one section along the creek. We got one down there done, and we got some cleared on the back side over there, but it is not finished yet. So we are from about right here, this direction, panning in slowly so you can see, way up here. I don't know, probably 2,000 feet. It has posts in the ground. We still have to set all the wooden corners and the dead mans and all the anchor posts, and then string some wire. And then we have a few posts starting, well, really kind of out of sight there, that go down, and the garden is at this end too, fenced in. I have to show a picture of the garden from that angle. I don't know if I ever have. But anyway, we'll walk this way. I can keep from falling in these holes and briars. Pardon my sniffles, because it's only 32 degrees out here right now. And, well, I didn't dress for it. But this will be our little road. We're going to gravel down here. And we hope to, you know, have a gate at the top of the hill. We'll start our pastures. We're going to put a barn right in here. And it's going to have like a, what's that barn called, Stace, where it's in the hill? You know, it's got like a little loft area to store hay, and you just throw the hay down. I apologize, it escaped my mind right now what it's called. It'll come back as soon as I stop it. We're going to clear out this 5 acres over here again. Thinking about a pond. We get all the water from up off the road, comes from this ditch and off the ground up here. You can see where we got water standing, and it comes up and pools right here. And this is the worst. I've never seen it any worse than this, even in heavier rains. It pretty much drains down into the ditches, and the ditches do what somebody put the ditches in, I guess, at some point, or maybe God created them. I know in the field, you can see back in the 20s, someone come in and put these little drainage tiles and ditches, or not tiles, but drainage ditches in. And then back on the far side of the house, it's all trees now, but they come in and actually terraced. There's a pretty good hill, and they terraced it about every 30, 40 feet and just kind of took it along the side of the hill. And somebody took the time and the care to do it right. And you know, they were worried about soil erosion and losing their property all the way down here in the ditch. But anyway, back to the pond. We were thinking about digging this out in this corner and try to put like just a little place where we fish. The grandkids could fish, and we'll put a little bridge in right here. It's really cool. And come over here, come out Granddaddy's back door. We'll walk down here through the gate and catch us some fish. Catch, cook, clean. I believe that's what they're calling it now. We just called it catching fish. So anyway, sorry to pan so fast, and I'm sure I will get scolded on that, but never showed this side of everything. Plus I'm trying my best to do more YouTube stuff and live stuff, and anyway, we'll see how this works out. I know I'm kind of long-winded on this, but you know, this is a long time coming. I'm really excited. I just want to share it with everybody. Wish I could have everybody over for a barbecue, but well, that's a lot of hogs that I don't have yet. Anyway, maybe eventually. Creating a legacy here. Beautiful. Even in the rain, I can sit here all day. I don't even care. My little creek here. Thinking about running some pigs right down in here. Let them clear this out. Anyway, leave you with my view. Y'all have a blessed day. Thanks.